Running out of petrol, medicines and foreign reserves, the once booming Sri Lanka is in a mess. The measures needed to pull the economy out of this crisis could bring even more pain. The island country has suspended sovereign debt payments. Ratings agencies are expected to place it in default. Meanwhile, the chronic foreign exchange shortage has led to rampant inflation. Sri Lanka currently has no dollars to pay for petrol shipments. A petrol shipment has been at Colombo port since the 28th of March, but the government has been unable to pay for it. The government also asked the people to stop queuing up for fuel for the next 2 days. It has secured $160 million in bridge financing from the World Bank, but it was not clear if the funds could be used for fuel payments. According to the data, Sri Lanka currently needs $530 million to import fuel. Currently, the Prime Minister's new proposals to ease the crisis include selling the loss-making national Sri Lankan airline, printing more money, and possibly raising taxes as well as energy and utility prices. While the sale of the Sri Lankan airlines is not likely to fetch much money, rising fuel and utility prices could add to the public anger against the government. Sri Lanka is currently reeling under its worst economic crisis since its independence. The country has suffered months of blackouts and dire shortages of food and fuel, and this has triggered massive anti-government protests across the country. Our correspondent Dasuni Othoda has been tracking those developments. She sent us this report. Take a look.
Sri Lanka's ongoing fuel crisis took a drastic turn as the energy minister speaking in parliament today confirmed that petrol stocks will not be available for the entire country for the next few days, and some form of hope and returning to normalcy will only commence towards the weekend. Also speaking in parliament, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe said that funds that are to be received from the World Bank would be most likely used for the purchasing of petroleum products in Sri Lanka. Sri Lanka's ongoing fuel crisis is a long-standing problem that has been a result of its worsening economic crisis that has now also resulted in a political crisis. Stay with WION as we bring you the very latest. Reporting from Colombo, I'm Dasuni Othoda.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.